Try this. Picture the biggest sports crowd you can think of, then ask what kind of building actually makes that possible. Because a giant venue isn't just a giant venue. Some are deep bowls, some are wide ovals, some are basically entire landscapes, and the last one changes the whole argument. Picture a giant concrete bowl, steep seats wrapped tight around one rectangular field. This is the classic modern monster. Usually 70,000 to 100,000 plus fans, packed close enough to feel almost on top of the play. In the US, the huge version is college football. Michigan Stadium officially holds 107,601 for a field only 120 yards long, including end zones. That compact vertical shape traps noise, so the place feels louder than its size should. And weirdly, its footprint is smaller than the giant oval venues coming later. Next, the baseball park. It can be huge, but it's built around one diamond, so the seats usually stretch out in one direction instead of wrapping into a full giant bowl. The infield is a 90-foot square, and newer pro parks are supposed to have at least 325 feet down the lines and 400 to center. So you get a big outfield footprint, but not the same all-around seating wall. Even Dodger Stadium, listed at 56,000, is enormous for baseball and still not one of the true crowd monsters. Even Dodger Stadium feels massive because it sprawls. Now flip that idea. An indoor hockey arena packs the crowd straight up around a tiny rink. An NHL sheet is only 200 by 85 feet, so the seat density is ridiculous. That's how roughly 20,000 people in one building can hit you with jet engine noise. The Bell Center in Montreal is the heavyweight, a little over 21,000 for hockey. So little land, and maybe the most noise per square foot in sports. From that squeeze, jump to the opposite, the Cricket Bowl. It's built around a full oval, not a rectangle, so it can sprawl wide, push the boundary way out, then keep stacking seats upward. The MCG is roughly 160 by 141 meters and still packs more than 100,000. Then comes the monster, Narendra Modi Stadium, listed at about 132,000. And it works, because cricket's field is broad and central. The sport naturally fits the Mega Bowl. And then venue size stops acting like a normal stadium. A NASCAR Superspeedway is a giant banked oval, and by NASCAR's rule, the lap is over 2 miles. Talladega is 2.66, Daytona is 2.5. That's not one field with seats around it. It's a huge loop of asphalt with grandstands bolted on. Fans track a full pack whipping around the circuit at roughly 200 miles an hour, and even after seating shrank, the footprint still feels absurdly massive. And the last one is the venue type that can turn one race into a small city. Here, the grandstands are only part of the crowd. Indianapolis Motor Speedway alone says more than 230,000 grandstand seats, then pushes past 350,000 total when the infield and extra viewing zones count too. That works because this isn't seats around one patch of grass. It's a 2.5-mile oval with a massive interior, camping, walkways, and overflow space. Basically a sports venue plus a temporary city plan. That's where biggest crowd debates go sideways. Under the right setup, this can outdraw giant cricket bowls and almost anything in regular sports use. That's the fun part. The biggest crowd doesn't always belong to the sport with the biggest field or the loudest fan base. Sometimes it's the venue shape itself. Build the place differently, and the crowd number jumps into a completely different sports stratosphere.